having fun tonight? You guys want to have some more fun tonight? You guys ready for the next wrestling match tonight? Perfect! Because your next contest, it will be a singles match. It's going to have a 40-minute time limit. It will be decided by one fall. And this will be for the Steel Domain Wrestling Women's Championship. Introducing the challenger, standing to my right, from Honolulu, Hawaii. She is the modern-day Moolah. Ladies and gentlemen, Malia, Hosaka! Standing to my left, from Green Bay, Wisconsin. Guest referee, a man that Bloomington is very familiar with, the former owner of Prime Time Wrestling, Richfield's favorite son, the Magic Man, Greg McDonald!
The Bloomington Event Center Women's Championship on the line here in Steel Domain Wrestling. The champion, and I put that in quotes, and there's a reason for that, of course, Stacy Shadows, brought to the ring by the Golden Idol. She's a member of the Temple of Terror, one of Idol's blue chippers, defending the title against Malia Hosaka. And Ken, you and I both know, we both are well aware that Hosaka is in fact the champion.
Absolutely. She left the ring last time, won the championship, had shadows down for a count of 3. Senior referee Jay Schultes called the match, awarded her the belt. She left. Golden Idol comes out, threatens Schultes' job. They reverse the decision. This should really be Malia Hosaka defending her title against the former champion, Stacy Shadows.
Certainly there's a size difference, Ken. We've talked many times about just how big and tough Stacy Shadows is. Recently, of course, with the Women of Honor promotion, she's gaining national acclaim. These two just plain don't like each other. Malia Hosaka with 3 decades in this business behind her.
I was going to say, Mick, if there is anyone in women's wrestling who can use the experience of her craft and her craftiness to overcome the size and weight differential, my money's on Malia Hosaka.
Well, Malia's so tough. I mean, let's not, put all the emphasis on size here. And certainly Stacy Shadows is a brute. She's a brawler. There's no getting around that. You do not want to mess with Stacy Shadows. On the other hand, if there's anybody who is anybody in wrestling, Malia Hosaka has faced them and beaten them over the years.
Absolutely, and I think the real wild card here is just exactly...
Oh, look, there he is again. You gotta be kidding me.
Again, the wild card, this referee is not experienced, and Idol is going to do things like he just did. I think the X factor here is the referee.
Look at Malia. Look at her. She's ripping and tearing now. That's Stacy Shadows. Greg McDonald, of course, the former owner of Primetime Wrestling, brought in as a special guest referee. The Idol doesn't like it. Stacy Shadows doesn't like it. But you know what? We need somebody in there with an even hand. We need somebody who's going to call us down the middle and not let the Idol get away with his BS.
And that's what we're hoping out of Greg McDonald. But let's be honest, we really don't know. And you can't put anything past the Golden Idol.
You think? Watch this now. Stacy Shadows to the outside. I don't want to venture a guess as to the actual weight of Stacy Shadows. It's never introduced. I'm not going to be the one to ask her, but I would venture to say she's got at least 50, 60 pounds on Malia.
And I think we're seeing a little payback from last time, how outraged Malia Hosaka is. We don't normally see her going outside the ring like this. She pretty much tries to stay within the rules. This is very unlike Malia, but certainly understandable.
Here's what's interesting about Malia Hosaka and Stacy Shadows. The last time out here that they wrestled, Malia Hosaka suffered a debilitating eye injury. I mean, she
actually broke her orbital bone.
Yes, she did. And the time before that they met, Stacy Shadows suffered a severe knee injury. So these two don't play nicely with each other.
No, and I think you're right. In wrestling, you're always trying to beat your opponent, but sometimes you just hate your opponent, and I think that's the case in this match.
There's no doubt about it. No question about it. And if the Golden Idol wasn't involved, maybe the rivalry wouldn't be quite as intense, but he likes that extra fire. He just says either the right thing or the wrong thing, however you want to look at it, to piss somebody off.
Well, and like we talked about, last time Malia Hosaka won the match fair and square, and the Golden Idol just stole it.
Oh, he did.
He intimidated, and there's still a lot of disappointment in Jay Schultes, let's be honest, but he intimidated him, reversed the decision that in no way deserved or should have been reversed.
These two, it's a back and forth seesaw battle. I'm telling you, there is no scientific wrestling here. You're not going to see Lou Thez and Vern Gagne in that ring. These two absolutely don't like each other. They want to put each other out of wrestling. And that championship belt is just another caveat, just another carrot added to this one.
And we talked earlier with the Golden Idol, and he was, very specific that after this, they're done with Malia Hosaka. She's never won the title, and he's saying this is her last chance. Whether Ed Hellier can intervene in that, I don't know. But again, more added pressure on Malia Hosaka. And I think one thing we're a little concerned about is, can she stay focused?
Well, that's a key. When you've got the Golden Idol on the outside of the ring, I've referred to him as the very tangible intangible. On the ringside floor, it's tough. She's got to have eyes in the back of her head. She was screwed over last time. That's got to be weighing heavily on her. A lot of pressure here on Malia Hosaka. In my estimation, if she wins this match, Ken, she's retained the title.
Absolutely.
I realize in the books it doesn't go down that way, but
I agree with you completely. And people don't say that to you,
that they agree with me
completely.
Well, certainly my ex didn't back in the day, but it's another story altogether. You know, Eddie Sharkey, years ago, referred to the Golden Idol as the polyp on the rectum of professional wrestling. And I don't think there's a more apropos description of the Idol. You know what I'm saying? Seriously, look at the guy. I mean, I don't want to. Oh, she went low that time. Smart move on the part of Malia Hosaka. She took the pins out from underneath Stacy Shadows. That's how you negate the size difference.
Absolutely. I had never heard that one before, but that sounds like something absolutely the legendary Eddie Sharkey would say.
Oh, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Wait a minute. Oh, Shadows. Remember, she suffered a knee injury last time. I tell you what, you hyperextend that knee on that turnbuckle or that second rope. This could be debilitating for Stacy Shadows in defense of her championship.
And there you see the Idol.
Wait a minute. Wait a second. He did it again.
At least this time with his help, but he did it. Now Greg McDonald seems to have seen.
Wait a minute. Just thrown him out. Greg McDonald is laying down the law, and he's telling the Golden Idol to get the hell out of Dodge. He's throwing the Idol out.
And the Idol can't believe it.
He tried to go to the well. Listen to the crowd here.
And imagine what this is going to do for Malia Hosaka now, not having to worry about what he might be doing from ringside.
Stacy Shadows is looking at this. She doesn't understand what the hell is going on here. She doesn't like this at all. She's watching the Idol, her meal ticket. Wait a minute, look at Hosaka. Wait a minute, up top. Up top. What's going to happen here? Nice maneuver. Oh, baby.
I've seen some in my time.
Hey, the mat might be a little hot from the lights. The man just beat up his towel a little bit. Oh, look at Stacy Shadows was rolled up and pinned by Malia Hosaka after Greg McDonald dispatched the Golden Idol to the locker room. Idol's in his face.
You know, I hate to say it, but this time the Idol might have a point, but what goes around comes around. What goes around comes around.
You better believe it. Shadows is beside herself. Greg McDonald, the special guest referee here. Oh no! What the hell? What the hell was that?
You talk about going south of the Mason-Dixon line, a low blow, but what else would you expect from a cretin like the Golden Idol?
The Golden Idol with that cheap shot from behind on special referee Greg McDonald, who did the right thing in throwing the Idol out, sending him back to the locker room after the Idol interfered in the match once again, putting Stacy Shadow's leg over the bottom rope. This time, the referee caught it. He ordered Idol back to the locker room. All of a sudden, boom, 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 Malia Hosaka with a nice reversal, roll up, and we have a new ladies champion here at Steel Domain Wrestling. Wait a minute, he's got the microphone.
Let me tell you something, Greg McDonald! You bitter person! Bloomington didn't want you anymore! That's why I'm here! And on May 18th, I'm gonna make sure that you are right back here! And we'll take care of this on May 18th! You're not gonna get away with a fast count!
Wow. The Golden Idols is insane. And Ken, I'm going to give you the honor. I'm going to give you the honor, buddy. You can go to the locker room right now, and you can talk to Stacy Shadows and the Golden Idol. See you in a week.
Thanks a lot.